Hi there, it's DeeJayBe, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a collection tour. I recently redid my room, repainted, and have a brand new display for all of my models, so let's go through it. I'm gonna start on this side, which is the main side of my bedroom, where I have this brand new display. Up here I just have my cigar conga. I have a few models on the Carrick mold and quite a few models on the Smart Chicolina mold. Some on the Show Jumping Warm Blood mold. I have a couple silvers. A small conga of the Ethereal models. I have a Vallegro. Bozeman was a grail of mine, and Jessie I actually plan on customizing. I have a small Atticus conga. Love the Kennebec Count mold for some reason, so I have 4. I have a couple on the American Saddlebred mold, which I really like. I have 2 dressage horses. I have 3 Salineros and 3 on the Ruffian mold. So now let's move on to the second shelf. I have my 2 Huckleberry Bays there. I have 3 on the Esprit mold. These 2 are the BREYER Samba Surprise models. And I have 4 on this Loping Quarter Horse mold. 3 of them are the BREYER Bollywood Surprise models. Then I have 3 on the Dancing Heart mold, including Croy Damsha, or whatever her name was, from the Premier Club collection. I have 2 on this Marin Full Iberian type horse Premier models that released on the mold. I have my 5 Roxys here, including the BREYERfest CC Shuffle on Grula. Then I have 3 on the Andalusian mold, 3 on the Otheo mold, 4 on the strapless mold here. I like the Zippo Pine Bar mold for some reason, and that's weird because I don't like typey quarter horses. I have 4 on him. 5 models on the Flash mold. I have 3 on the Proud Arabian Mare mold, including Banat Era, who was a tour model. I have 3 on the Smarty Jones mold. Then I have 3 on the Marwari mold, which is a really fun mold as well. So then if we come down here, this is my art desk. So this is where I do all of my traditional artwork, and I have a couple models just lining the top of that. I have my 4 bouncers. Then I actually have a complete conga of the miniature horse mold. Then I have a Brighty conga. I'm so lucky to have these guys. They're really hard to find. And then I have 3 ninjas, a Batman, and a dinosaur, because why not? Then my most prized conga is my Nakota conga. I have 8 Nakotas at the moment, and I have 1 in my studio waiting for custom paint. So I have the BREYERfest Special Run Sundance, the BREYERfest Pop the Cork in Palomino paint, Isidore Cruz, Canerata Toro Nakota, Pop the Cork Bay Special Run, and Cheveo. So that's all my Nakotas, and I love them so much, even though they take up way too much space. Then I have a small conga of the Secession and Leaf Fire Mare and Foal. This was my childhood horse, one of the very first Breyers I had. And this isn't her full, but I just thought she looked better with him. This is the Color Crazy Treasure Hunt models. Then I also have the JCPenney Buckskin Paint models, and Naomi and Wyona, the BREYERfest Special Runs, and then Secession and Leaf Fire, but the Fire is over there. So this is the Color Crazy Full. And last but not least on this display, Valentine and Heartbreaker congas. So I have all of my custom stablemates on display here. I just have a little plastic case that they are hanging out in, but I just finished these 2 guys recently, so they will be for sale. They're just hanging out here. And then I have my Pintalusa Ruffian custom. My TV lives here. And then I have my Drastic Atticus custom. And then I have Henry the fish, who lives down here. Now if we're looking at the main collection, if we just go over to this other wall, where my door and closet live, I have a small museum type display going on here. So I just have a couple floating shelves and I think it's really fun. So I've just picked models that have a really nice side profile, like the Gypsy banner up there, out of the blue. My prized and beloved Alborozo. He's probably one of my top favorites. And a couple of other cool dudes. And then I actually do have Spirit and Rain as well. And then if we just keep going, I actually have an entire second shelf over here containing more models. So this shelf just contains some other BREYERs that don't fit on the main display shelf. So I've got a couple of older mold models and carpet herd models mostly over here. This is Treasured Moves. She's my very first traditional BREYER. I have 3 horses on the stock horse mold. I have 2 on the Foundation Stallion, my 2 Icelandic ponies, and I have Cupid and Arrow. I have the O'Leary's Irish Diamond, who I actually really like, but he's really hard to fit on shelves. Zenyatta, who I actually want to customize because I don't love her. Color Crazy National Show Horse, 2 horses on the Sham mold. I have Apifero, I think his name is. I have the Premier Club, Karina and Celine. I have 3 models on the Weather Girl mold, 2 on the Indian Pony mold, and 3 on the Bluegrass Bandit mold. Saddle Clip Prancer, more Color Crazy Marin Foal, DZ Widow, 2 models on the San Domingo mold, and there's Justin Morgan in there. Enchanted Forest, some ponies down here, Just a Dream, and Smoke from the JCPenney set, classic Spirit model. I love this classic foal. I have Misty and Stormy, and 2 classics that I liked the color and mold of. There are a few down there in the back. There's my very first Grand Champion, 2 classic molds, including my very first BREYER ever, which is this classic Chestnut Arabian. And then I just have a couple of stablemates here. I don't collect stablemates anymore, but I just have a couple OFs. I have this foal that does not stand up for the life of him, and this super ugly donkey that my mom tried to sell for me, but nobody wants her. This is just my little display case for some of the mini minis I have and some of the more special stablemates that I do actually like. I love this paint mare from one of the JCPenney sets, and just whatever fit in here pretty much got to live in here. These lights I purchased off of Amazon, and they actually came with this funky remote. So I'm going to link them in the description because they're amazing. They're just tiny little LEDs and they are strung on a wire. So they were really easy to hang. I just hung them on wire with a clear command hook, and I've completely strung them around the entirety of my bedroom, as well as all of the shelving unit. And I just love fairy lights. I think they add so much ambience to the room, and when it's dark, the sensor is located over by my fish tank and it's plugged into the wall there. So I can turn them on and off with this remote. And they have different settings, so they actually have percentage settings. So if we turn them on max, they're quite a bit brighter. You can go down to 10% as the lowest, and you have all your in-betweens. And then just for fun, they also have a flash setting in case you wanted to have a model horse rave. I don't know why that exists, but it does, and you can make it go faster. It has a speed setting. Would highly recommend those lights if you want to light up your collection. They would work great for a shelving unit too, and they come in different lengths. I hope you enjoyed my collection tour. It's very overwhelming now how many models I've accumulated, but it's a lot of fun, and it's been a dream come true. I always wanted a collection displayed in a really cool way like this, and I always wanted some of these models I've been looking for my entire life, so it's a really surreal experience. But thank you so much for watching, and happy collecting.